Hello, and welcome to this new series. In this series, I'm gonna play the game Valheim, and Valheim is a survival game set in a world inspired by Norse mythology. And the way I'm gonna do this series is I'm gonna do post-commentary, so not live commentary. I'm gonna commentate after I played the game and not while playing the game. And I will explain while we're playing why. So let's just get started. I have played the game on my own and I already have a character. His name's Titan, has some nice gear. But for this series, we're gonna start with a fresh character. His name is Oracle. He has no pupils and no pants. So one of our first objectives, find some pants. There's also some lore in this game. There's a story and it's now scrolling on the screen, but I can also explain it in my own words. I'm not an expert on Norse mythology, so some people are more knowledgeable, but from what I read, Norse mythology has 9 worlds, and Earth is one of them. I think it's called Midgard, Earth, in Norse mythology. But there are 10 worlds in this game, and we are playing on that 10th world. So it's not completely in line with Norse mythology lore of this game. They added another world. So Odin, the All-Father, he had some foes, he had some enemies, and he defeated those enemies. And what he did after he defeated his foes is he locked them up on this 10th world. But these enemies are growing in strength, they are getting restless, so he has to defeat them again. He doesn't want to do that himself, so he sent one of these Valkyries, these half-human, half-birds, he sent them to Earth to find strong warriors that had fallen on the battlefield. And we are the warrior that is going to defeat Odin's foes again, to put them in their place. This is Hugin. He is our friend. I like to see him as a friend, but also importantly, he is our guide. He's gonna guide us throughout this journey. And what he is saying now, you see these red stones, these stones with these red markings, those stones will show us where the bosses are. So the bosses of this game are the foes of Odin that we have to defeat. This is going to be the first boss. It's a deer-like boss. You know, his antlers are branches of iron. They crack the rocks and bring down mountains. His hooves are the sounds of thunder. So it's a little bit stronger than a regular deer. The second boss looks a lot like Slenderman, so we're gonna have to fight Slenderman. The third boss looks like your mom and like Jabba the Hutt. The fourth boss, I can't think of anything funny, so it looks like a dragon. And the fifth boss, I also can't think of anything funny. But making jokes about how fat your mama are the best jokes. So your mama is so fat. When she sits around the house, she sits around the house. She is so fat. Yo mama is so fat. When she steps on a scale, the scale says, please, one at a time. Yo mama is so fat. Yo mama is so fat. When I had to drive around her, I ran out of gas. Yo mama is so fat. Yo mama is so fat. When she goes to the movies, she sits next to everyone. Yo mama is so fat. But enough yo mama jokes. Let's get back to the game. So just like in every survival game, you have to collect materials to survive. And you also have to collect food. So I just collect some mushrooms. You can eat those. And food works a little bit different in this game. So, for example, in Minecraft, you get hungry. In this game, you don't necessarily get hungry, but when you eat food, your stamina bar and your health bar increase. So you will have more stamina and more health. And this game really does look beautiful. So this game is cranked down all the way to the lowest settings, almost to the lowest settings. But the game still looks really beautiful. And we just saw a giant tree, and that's the world tree. And that's also tied to Norse mythology, and it holds all the worlds together. So Huygen has come to visit us again, and he's telling us that we can craft an axe with the stone and the wood that we are finding. And this is the place where we can summon and fight the first boss. So Huygen is telling us you should prepare, you should get some food, you should get some armor, you need new weapons to fight this boss. It's no easy task. So that's the first boss. Just like we already knew, it's a deer, and it says to hunt his kin. So we have to hunt deer to summon that boss. My first objective in this game is to find a place where I can build my base. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a nice flat area that is close by the sea. That would be a really nice place where we can build our base. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna walk along the coastline. I'm just gonna start exploring, and hopefully we will stumble upon a place that's nice and flat and close to the water. And those are the first enemies of this game. They're called Greylings, and they're not difficult to fight, but they're really, really annoying. When you try to fight them, they run away, and they run away fast, so catching them is really difficult. But when you're not looking, when you stop trying to kill them, they come back and they attack you. So they are slippery, they're very slippery. So they're really annoying to fight. And there we go, that's also another mob in the game, and they are deer. So I'm trying to sneak towards it. We're going to try to kill it, but I couldn't run anymore because I ran out of stamina. So it escaped, you know. Maybe the next deer can catch. And while we're looking for a base, I'm just collecting materials. You know, we need flint to get better tools. I'm collecting stone so we can craft some tools. I'm collecting wood so we can build our base. I'm collecting resin, and resin drops from those Greylings, and we can light fires with those. So I'm just strolling along, collecting things, having a good time, you know. And while I was exploring, I stumbled upon another summoning location. And there's still a summoning location for the first boss. So bosses have multiple summoning locations. And this is another summoning location where we can summon the boss. So I'm going to mark this summoning location on my map. And we're just going to keep strolling along. So I never told why I'm doing post commentary and not live commentary. That's because this game is cranked down to almost lowest settings, but I'm still having trouble running it, and my laptop is heating up a lot. So the fans are going crazy. If I recorded this while playing this game, you would be able to hear me over the fans. So I'm just playing it in advance, letting the fans make as much ruckus as they want. And after I get some footage, I can just do some commentary over it. It's the only way I can do it. I would have preferred live commentary, but I can't do much. So I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, also leave a comment. Comments really help with the algorithm, and you would be helping me out, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye.